They say the dead don't look back. But in the heart of Palermo, a child lies still, so still she looks like she's only sleeping. Her name is Rosalia Lombardo, and she was only 2 years old when time stopped for her. Born in 1918, in the sun-soaked city of Palermo, Sicily, Rosalia was the light of her parents' life. A quiet, delicate girl with golden curls and porcelain skin. Her father, Mario Lombardo, was a proud man, a soldier hardened by war, but he melted in her presence. Her laughter was a lullaby that healed him. But in 1920, the world grew cruel. A silent killer swept across the land, pneumonia. It struck the little girl without mercy. One moment she was running in the courtyard, chasing birds under the Sicilian sun. The next, she lay breathless in her mother's arms. Mario was shattered. He had seen death in war, but nothing prepared him for this. He couldn't let go, not like this. So he turned to science and desperation. He found Alfredo Salafia, a brilliant embalmer known for miracles. He made a strange request. Preserve her as if she's only sleeping. I want to see her, always. Salafia agreed. And with a secret formula, one lost to time for nearly a century, he created something the world had never seen. A child perfectly preserved, as if caught between life and death. Rosalia was placed in the Capuchin Catacombs of Palermo, dressed in her finest lace, a ribbon in her hair, a peaceful smile on her lips, and those haunting blue eyes. Some say they opened slightly with the light. For decades, people whispered, "Does she breathe? Do her eyes move? Is she alive?" Scientists eventually discovered Salafia's formula in an old handwritten manuscript. It was a blend of formalin, zinc salts, glycerin, alcohol, and salicylic acid, each perfectly balanced. But even knowing the science, they couldn't explain the beauty, the softness of her skin, the color in her cheeks, the delicate curl of her lashes. She defied death. But here's the truth.
Rosalia did not live long, yet in death, she lives more fully than many of us ever will. Millions have visited her. Countless hearts have broken at the sight of her peaceful rest. She became a symbol of love so powerful it bends the laws of nature, of grief that refuses to fade, of a father's refusal to say goodbye. And in the dim halls of the catacombs, surrounded by the bones of centuries past, Rosalia Lombardo sleeps, unaging, unmoving, undying, and maybe, just maybe, she dreams. The Capuchin catacombs were silent. Only the drip of old stone echoed faintly down the corridor. As a fragile old man stepped inside, leaning on a cane, his back curved not by time, but by sorrow carried too long. Mario Lombardo, once a proud soldier, now a memory himself. His footsteps slowed as he reached the glass coffin, and there she was, Rosalia, still, perfect, asleep. A lace ribbon framed her golden curls, her lips still gently parted as if dreaming. She hadn't aged, not one day, but he had aged for both of them. He knelt slowly, bones aching, and whispered, "Ciao, piccola. I brought your favorite, white roses." His trembling hands placed them beside her glass bed. "I told them I'd see you every year until I couldn't walk." He smiled through tears. "And now I barely can." The candlelight flickered, dancing shadows across her face. For a fleeting moment, he thought he saw her eyes move. A blink? A trick of the flame? Or perhaps the goodbye? He closed his eyes, and in that quiet place he allowed himself to believe that maybe one day, when his own breath slowed and stopped, he'd see her again, not in glass, not in shadow, but running barefoot through a sunlit courtyard, laughing, alive.